I guess, the individualization shit and everything where I'm at. I the fear response in my own mind is so massive. I just turn petrified and I can't move. And I feel like Eren Yeager in that one episode of Attack on Titan where they put him in the hole and tell him to turn into a Titan, and he just keeps biting his hand and there's blood going everywhere and he's screaming and crying and he just keeps doing it. I cannot overwhelm or move through my own fear response. My theory is the aluminum I was poisoned with stretched it to an immeasurable level that causes me to be petrified. Now, the other side of that is the fight, flight, freeze response. Is a what is it called? It's a genetic. It's genetic. So if you penguin, which is the fawn response where you freeze up like I do, that's genetic. And maybe this is the thing. Maybe this is the truth about Blondie's superior genetics. Is he has a fight response, meaning he moves through it, whereas I seize up. This is just a genetic thing. And unfortunately, I have the bad version of it. I was trying to look up like hypnosis videos to switch your flight response to a fight response. They don't exist. I might try to create one in case somebody can use that. And maybe it can work on me. I don't know if you can actually hypnotize the subconscious mind to act out and fight instead of flight, you know? My theory is this is the stupid shit. What appeared to be bravery in Ackworth was actually my inability to recognize I was in danger. Even being poisoned and assaulted and all this shit by these people, I never for 1 second believed I was in danger. But now that I can actually see the danger and it is in front of me, I am too much of a coward to act because my brain immediately seizes up. And once again, I do believe this is from the aluminum poisoning, which is something they did, and they just... Dude, the stupid shit with this church. Zero accountability in every fucking level. Like, seriously, the wish I should make: accountability, don't care, accountability, don't care, accountability. You just hear the president, no, I hate accountability, that means we're gonna punish people. Yes. When they fuck up. Officer Fred murdered those people at Wendy's. You're gonna kill him for it. That's what's gonna happen. It's not a debate. Stu failed. He is a failure. Shoot him in the head. He's useless. Okay, he is demonstrated definitively he's definitely not a god because of the level of his failure. He ended up murdering one of your church members. You don't care. That is why he is still alive, because he's a fuck up. Okay, if there is any demonstration of weakness and you guys go, we only do strong, shoot Stu in the head. He's weakness. He's weakness incarnate. He couldn't kill one trailer park trash guy, me, because he's fucking pathetic. Okay? Like, whatever, man. I can get angry about it all I want. You notice I'm more controlled about it, though. I've been taking high doses of GABA and this other stuff called ashwagandha. To keep me from fucking bugging out. I do not have the self-power, or I guess they call it in the church the will to power, whatever that shit is, to power through my fear response. It is just way too overwhelming. And it's regretful that that is the stupid fear response I got cucked with through the genetic lottery, but that is the stupid fear response I got cucked with. Once again, if I had to describe what happened in Ackworth, when I tell you I Mr. Bean my way through these people, I Mr. Beaned my way through these people. Okay, I stupided my way through them. I was not conscious of anything I was doing because I wasn't cognizant of anything I was doing. Arguably, something about them poisoning me with heavy metals made me even harder to deal with, which is kind of funny when you think about it. But it's that stupid shit. They make you stupid, and then when you say stupid shit, they make you stupider, and then you say more stupid shit, and then you get stupider because they're retarded. They can't make good decisions. They're idiots. They just react, and then fucking when they don't stop reacting because they're dumb. Like, they're retards. I just, whatever, man. personal thoughts on the stupid church. I remember Anal Eaton Mummy God being like, with or without you, there's going to be a massive reform in the church. And then it's not. If you are a member of this church, it is not worth saving. All the bad in the world comes from your church. All the bad in the world, the human trafficking you see on the outside, that's your church. Okay, it's your church. It is Fistitian, as the guy said. He is the head of your church is both God and the devil. Okay, so when you see the devil's work being done, that is your church. When you see the good happening, that is your church. It is all Fistitian. The same way the drug war is Fistitian. The CIA flies drugs in so they can arrest black people. It's not special, it's not unique, it's not complicated. And yes, I know from being the former president of the church, they explained it to me. That's why the drug war will never end, because white people want to put black people in prison, and they need an excuse to do it. Okay? They hate black people and they cannot help themselves. Okay? And if you were a member of this church, once again, you support the cause. And dude, to any of these dumb bastards, I remember a Sound of Freedom man was like, when I'm president, you're not gonna do shit. You know why you're not gonna do shit? Because when you're president, this is what they do. They poison you with heavy metals until you are completely removed from yourself and then hypnotize you into believing that you're Jose. You believe you are a completely separate person than you are, and you have all of Jose's memories, you have all of his personality traits, and he's gonna do what he wants. You're not gonna do shit. Okay? You're going to end up being a pawn just like me, and you're going to think back to this moment and go, we should have probably just helped that Bobby guy destroy the church from the outside. That was probably way smarter than doing this reform shit, because it didn't really work. And you're going to find out whatever your stupid plan isn't going to work. Okay? Because it does not work that way. I experienced it. You could probably ask that stupid bastard from Hackworth that poisoned me with cadmium, because he went up there and was like, I want you to sign this paper to let the black people into the top layer of the church, which ultimately, I remember the wives, they hypnotized me to go out there and call him an N-word, because they immediately were terrified that black kid was allowed to be there. And then they explained to me, if I do that, there will be a war started in America where the Nazis and the white supremacists will leave the church, and then they will, because they control a massive part of the church, will then begin murdering the church members outright if I sign the black people in. So if you're a black person in this church and you think all it takes is to sign a paper and then you can become a superior being like the crackers, it's not going to happen. And I'm going to repeat that. It's not going to happen. They will murder you over them signing a paper that lets you become an equal member of this church. You're wasting your time. You're a dumbass. And yeah, there are other people in this dumbass church that's committing atrocities and murdering people, and they think they're going to work their way up and fix everything. And to them, I laugh. Ha ha ha. Because I was up there, and I couldn't stop it. And I am like a being of supreme willpower. I am nothing but a fucking brick. Okay? And yeah, I don't have the will to power to overpower my fear response, but to be fair to me, my fear response has been stretched to a ridiculous fucking level because a bunch of dumb bastards wanted me to be a coward when I kept acting with valor and bravery, because they couldn't handle the fact that they're fucking cowards. Okay? And on a closing note, I was thinking about it, and I think I finally understand the whole concept of why people in this stupid fucking church will follow this stupid fucking church for no reason. And it took me a while, because even rationally intelligent sounding people will go, we need this church. We need it. You don't understand. It's important. It's important. You don't. And I thought it was Stockholm Syndrome. I thought it was the trauma. I thought it was the rape. It's controlled through proxy. Somebody's in control. And these people go, I'm a part of the thing in control, so therefore I'm in control. When it's controlled through proxy. They're not the ones in control. It's some asshole out there in the desert that's in control. The people in the church don't have control for shit, but they feel control through proxy just because they're a part of the control. They're idiots. They surrender their own control and own autonomy for control that they get from somebody else. I don't know how the human brain can be that stupid, but I think that's just how things go. I've been beating myself up for not acting. I've been just being completely nasty to myself and beating myself up because I keep seizing up. I simply can't summon courage. I literally start to believe courage isn't real. I was reading this thing and it was saying that courage comes from the ACCCG part of the brain. Maybe mine was destroyed with heavy metals. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's what aluminum does. Maybe this is one of those things I guarantee you in years from now, they're going to be like, oh, Bobby wasn't a coward. We just literally used aluminum to destroy the physical part of his brain that creates courage. We completely fucking destroyed it and then called him a coward. But don't tell anybody, because that'll make the church look bad. Oh shit, this is a big fuck up on our end. And this is the thing. These dumb assholes, the people of this church, know poisoning people with heavy metals make it easy to take advantage of them. They do not understand the full spectrum of damage and harm they are causing to an individual and their own members when they make the decision to poison them with heavy metals. If you have ADD or ADHD or OCD or any of these conditions, that's all heavy metal poisoning, okay? And by being a member of this church, you are facilitating those mental disorders. So unless you absolutely love having ADHD, unless you absolutely love having ADD, unless you absolutely love having OCD, then you really don't have a real fucking business in being a member of the church because you're creating it. And once again, the church creates the suffering. It's all fistition. It's all fake. If the church went away, there would be no suffering. The church creates it. It creates bastards, and those bastards grow up to be awful people, and then they justify it by going, the world's a horrible place. The world is not a horrible place. You people are horrible people, and then you project that onto the world and go, the world is a horrible place. You people are horrible people. Okay, you defend a massive human trafficking ring and you're willing to sacrifice your wife, your kids, your everything in your life to defend a massive human trafficking ring. Okay, that is all you do. That is it. That is your only skill in life. Okay, and honestly, like, I don't know, once again, Stu, so give us your control over your life. Fuck you, Stu. Okay, you don't have control over your life because you're stupid. Okay? And I dare you, Stu. I fucking dare you right now. Take control of your life for 10 seconds. Do something against the church. I don't care if it's going drinking a cup of coffee. You can't do it. Because you're weak. And you know it. I think this was a pretty good vent. I don't know. I thought maybe the reason I was petrified when I felt my fear response was my nervous system was severely damaged and it couldn't handle the neural load. That is a thing, but now I believe my fear response is just too massive for me to do anything, because I literally just get petrified and then I just start screaming and beating myself up because I don't have it. It was stolen from me. Something that was ornately mine, that I was born with, gifted genetically. It wouldn't surprise me if Blondie fucking hypnotized me to be a coward, though. It wouldn't surprise me. He's like, you can't handle fear anymore. Yeah, that's what happens. I took it from him. I win. I can do that. I can hypnotize anybody. It's my only skill. I'm not actually better than anybody. I just make them worse so I can win. And you're just great. That disgusting fuck needs to be in charge. Like, whatever, man. Yep, I have every right to be frustrated. You get, like, God-given gifts, as they call it, or skills that are ornately yours, and then some asshole comes along and, you can't have that! Once again, you stupid fucks. If you're nothing without your lead brains and LSD, you'll never be anything with them. As much as you like stealing things from me, why don't you try throwing those things out and we'll see how well you do. I guarantee you it's not well.